Wait, Seku, is your ID or your icon Shinji sipping wine?
Wait, what did you say?
Is he sipping wine?
No.
No, it's like a coffee cup, I think.
Wait, you talking about my profile picture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
I remember a while back when
um
we posted Rei, Asuka, and Shinji, but as Joker, just to fuck with Peter on Discord. Do you remember that, Marky?
Yes.
That's funny as hell. Anyways, all right, we're recording now. Let me get into character. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a lazy video, aka tier list video. I am Sister Sheep as always, and I am here with the usual co-host Markeith Black. Say hello to the people, Markeith.
Hi.
And with us is Seku Senpai, and you probably know him from the podcast we've done together and videos on his channel that I've been in and all that fun and jazz.
His more famous channel than ours.
Yes,
So.
his more famous channel than ours.
what up?
You never cease to amaze me with your intros.
Hey, I just yeah.
That's great. That's fantastic. Anyways, so today we're doing a Adult Swim tier list. Now, I've kind of just made these Adult Swim originals. This was the only one I could really find where it's just the originals. For some reason, Cowboy Bebop's on there. I'm pretty sure that was part of Toonami, but we'll rank it either way. Fuck it, why not?
We'll let it slide.
We'll let it slide. So yeah, so before we get started, what's everyone's kind of history with Adult Swim? Did you start out as a kid? Realized you like the shows at an older age? Let's start with Seku since he's our guest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. Adult Swim. I kind of got into Adult Swim later in life, like college.
Yeah,
and that's just mainly because I had like strict like in terms of like what I should watch, what I could watch when I was like younger and stuff.
I had the same
But
thing. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, here and there, I catched like a clip of something on Adult Swim on like YouTube or something, like an Eric Andre clip or Robot Chicken clip or something. There's a bunch of them on YouTube. So usually there, I checked out Adult Swim content. And then eventually, when I got older, I was like, you know what? Why don't I actually sit down and watch something on there since there's stuff on there that interests me? So yeah, pretty much how I got into Adult Swim content.
Was Eric Andre your intro to like a deep dive of Adult Swim, or was there like another show too?
I know, mainly Eric Andre.
Yeah. What about you, Mark Keith?
Yeah, so I started off watching Adult Swim as a fucking tater tot. I deadass was probably like 7 or 8. My first Adult Swim, well, it's not an Adult Swim show, but it's known to be on Adult Swim a lot. Family Guy. I first started watching that when I know damn well I wasn't supposed to be, and I just, as a little kid, I had insomnia, or at least I assumed I did, and I just could not sleep at all. So I would just be watching through all of the late night shit. So I got to when Home Movies was on and Space Ghost. When C-Lab, and mind you, I'm like under the age of 10, so all of like the dirty jokes or whatnot wasn't getting through my head. It was more so just a curse word. So I'm like, ha ha ha, he said ass. Oh my god, he said a bleep word. I don't know what that is, but it must be really bad if it's bleeped out. But the one that hooked me and has stuck to me till this day is forever the Boondocks.
Oddly enough, that's yeah. So that was like your introduction, really, or the one you mostly clung to.
Yeah, Boondocks was definitely the one I clung to a lot, and Robot Chicken too, mainly because of just the. Again, I'm a kid, and these are like they look like action figures talking. So that was more appealable to me when it really shouldn't been, but it was.
All right, yeah. So my experience is similar to yours, Markeith. And also similar to you, Seku. So my parents were very strict about what I could and couldn't watch. Like, my parents were the type to have like parental locks on the TV. You know what I mean?
Oh, dang.
Like, they on the computer, everything. Like, they did not want me exposed to, I don't know, that kind of stuff. But that didn't stop me from going over to my friend's house and sleeping over and watching Adult Swim. And a lot of so my introduction to Adult Swim was really Robot Chicken, but I was actually kind of freaked out on Robot Chicken because I didn't like the animation style, like the like the opening, like for a young kid, that shit's kind of fucking spooky.
Maybe for you,
and
I was alright.
I was kind of a little pussy back then, but like that in my teens when I was in high school and stuff like that, I kind of back cataloged because I saw this funny clip of Space Goes Coast to Coast. And it was the one where with the video on screen. Well, it's like, so you let your male dad put his penis inside his shark mother's vagina, and you just stood there and watched. Pathetic. Like, it was just like, I was like, what the fuck is this show? So then I started watching that, binge watching it, and then I got into like the catalog of home movies, and then Boondocks was always a part of that because friends over the friend I would go over to, he would always have it on and stuff like that. So I was just like, wow, they are dropping this word like holy shit. Like, Jesus. And I mean, back then I just thought it was funny whenever they said the word, you know what I mean? Because I was just like,
yes, because black people saying nigga is very funny to you, Jack.
No, I don't know, because it was the first time. I don't know. It's kind of like with you, whenever they said ass or whatever, I would just laugh. It was that too, but like.
Yeah, but there was no historical reference. Let me stop.
Fucking asshole. But yeah, so that's kind of been my experience. And then, well, I was also really into Toonami, which a lot of those shows were like TV-14, so I was able to sketch under a radar with those because the parent blocker only blocked like TVMA stuff. So Toonami was more like Adult Swim and Toonami are very close together for me. So yeah, but without further ado, without that bullshit, how do we want to do this? Bottom and then to top, or top to bottom?
It already looks like they kind of have it played out for us. I'm keeping it a buck, like they.
All right, so let's start from the top. All right, Boondocks.
S tier. S tier.
I would agree, S tier. The thing about Boondocks is it's, well, with the exception of season 4.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? That's not
right.
There was never a season 4.
Yeah. It always had the creator alongside with him. The creator of, if you didn't know, Boondocks was a comic strip back in, I believe, like late 90s, early 2000s. And then that got adapted to Adult Swim show. And the creator was always working hand in hand with
Aaron Magruder.
Yeah, Aaron Magruder. With the animators and with Adult Swim and stuff like that, till they kicked him to the curb for some fucking reason.
I thought he left,
or he might have left.
mistaken.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know too much of the behind the scenes, but I mean, just really great commentary for the time, especially because it's such a focused show within the like black community, and it pokes fun at it, but it never feels like it's trying to be edgy. Like, there's always a message behind it. Again, until the forgotten season. The characters are great. Riley and Huey are amazing. Granddad is awesome. Uncle Ruckus is just like the purest like racist motherfucker around. Yeah, it's a great show. Does anyone have anything to say or any like highlighted episodes that they like really loved?
Yeah. For me, I would say the R. Kelly episode is one of my favorites.
Yeah, the R. Kelly episode is great. It's so relevant today too. Like
yes. I mean, like the one line that stuck with me from the show, and it wasn't even like it's and that's as you said about the Boondocks. It's you learn something from it, but you also it's fucking funny. It's like not every nigga that goes to jail is Nelson Mandela, like which was said from Huey. Like that's the one line that stuck with me, and I think people need to hear that line now. If I'm being honest. What's it called? Another one. I think this was one more for shits and giggles. It was the episode where Riley and Huey are in the house alone and they are like battling out as brothers.
Oh
and,
yeah, I remember that one.
That was nice.
Again, one of my favorite lines from that is like, like you the leader, nigga, like go lead us to some breakfast or something. And they just like it. And I just want to any of the viewers here, or you guys, if you didn't know, Riley and Huey are voiced by the same voice actress, Regina King, who just, fun fact, she's an Oscar winner for Best Supporting Actress in If Beale Street Could Talk.
Yeah, so she's also in the newer Watchmen series on HBO Max. Like,
right.
It's so crazy seeing her because like everyone's like, oh, this Oscar worthy like actress, but all I see is like, yo, you play Huey and Riley. Slip into the voice. Come on, just do it.
Yeah, and I mean that just says like the versatility of Regina King from actress, director, etc. Because she also directed that one movie, One Night in Miami, which I really liked. But anyway, to my point though, is that whole episode is just her arguing with herself. So that is just fucking and for that to be very good too, and like very comedic and emotional as well, like it's just very good on her part. Obviously I could talk for fucking hours about this show, but we have a lot of other stuff, so
I know we're already starting off with an S tier, like goddamn. But Seku, what about you?
It was that episode with the granddad, and he had that the hoe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Guy? Yeah. That
Guess
one, yeah.
Guess hoes coming to dinner. I know.
Yeah, is that the one with a pimp named Slipback?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Played by it's Cat Williams, right?
Yes.
That's great. My two favorites are the movie theater one where they make fun of that Tyler Perry airplane movie or whatever.
It wasn't Tyler Perry.
Or no?
It was just Soul Plane.
Oh, Soul Plane.
Well, I mean, unless you were talking about season 3, where they did make fun of Tyler Perry.
Oh,
were you talking about the movie theater one or the play?
Well, I guess both now, but
okay.
But like the one with with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, too. That show was funny, and then Huey and Uncle Ruckus's fight was pretty cool. And then what was the other one that's like? Oh, the one about the BET, the one that got like canceled or whatever.
Okay, now you gotta be specific. Which one?
The one that was
they made 2.
The one that was taken off air, the very first one.
Yeah, no, they made 2 episodes that got taken off air.
Both about the BET.
Yeah,
they were
so
like
follow-ups.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
There was one. I got you. So there was one that followed Uncle Ruckus. It was the Uncle Ruckus show.
Yes,
and then there was the other one.
Yeah.
Where Huey went on a hunger strike and Rollo Goodlove, played by CeeLo Green, kind of like took all his shine just for publicity.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's great. All right, 2 more. 2 more. But I like the one. God, I just remember them and then they just escape my head. There's so many good ones.
Honestly, if you say
the Haiti one where all of Grandpa's relatives come over, the one that has Lil Wayne in it.
it was. I'm sorry for like correcting you a lot, but it's. I'm sorry. Like again, this is my fucking favorite show of all time. So, but it was
okay.
Hurricane Katrina.
Hurricane Katrina, right. Yeah, and they all just come over and they just start making a ruckus or whatever. And Grandpa's trying to be a good person, but at the same time, like, they're clearly taking advantage of him. And Lil Wayne was actually pretty funny in that episode, too.
He was like, Robert, come on. What would your auntie say if you told us you were kicking us out? She would say, get them lazy niggas out of the house now.
I love the one where they're retelling the story of
Catch a Freeman.
So great. Rewind that back. Yo, that was sick when he's jumping through the trees. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so intelligent. It's one of the best Adult Swim shows.
Yes.
It
had a.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and it had a really good 3-season run. Just 3 seasons.
Well,
That's all.
Well, wants it to come back, but another part of me is like, unless if it has the original creator, do we really want it? Kind of thing. What do you guys? Think? Would you want one, or do you just want it to be preserved as like one of the greatest, and a new season might soil that?
I believe that so if Amagruder's in it, I'm all down for it. Okay, the only problem that I would really have with it is that it's going to miss John Witherspoon because he passed away.
Yeah.
So I do believe that he did carry a chunk and he played a vital role. Obviously, he played a vital role in the show, and it's gonna feel like a part of it's missing. But as you said, it's a reboot, so. It all depends if what they're going to do. Are they going to do like a time jump where Huey and Riley are older? Are they going to make it so that they do something else along the vicinity where like they move again to another spot or so? Now saying it out loud, it is.
You know what I mean? Like what else can they really do? You know, like. Without like really messing with the formula. I wouldn't mind not having another season. I mean, part of me really wants it just so they can address what's currently happening and stuff like that. But another part of me is like, I don't know, like unless they got the same writers and everything, I don't and like story wise with the characters, like it's one thing to have an important message behind it, but if you don't have a good storyline along with it, then all it is you know, being preachy or whatever. You know, if you don't care about the storyline and only the social commentary, that's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think we've talked about Boondocks to death. S tier because there was only 3 seasons.
Yes.
Rick and Morty. Funny enough, another voice actor who voices 2 of the major characters. What's his name?
Justin
Roiland voices both Rick and Morty. I stopped after season 3. I haven't watched anything beyond that. Not because I'm trying to avoid it or whatever, but I wasn't really impressed with season 3, and I don't know. Like, I'm sure I'll get on it eventually, but. Yeah, I mean, funny stuff. The first 2 seasons are fucking hilarious. They're great, but I'll let you guys duke it out.
So I'm just going to say this from the jump. I feel like if we don't make this S tier, we are going to. Well, for starters, we might go viral. So, but probably for the wrong reasons. So. If we don't make this S tier, we're going to have a bunch of fucking Rick and Morty stands with Szechuan sauces like thrown at our houses.
We don't have 1,000 IQ, so clearly we're very fucking stupid if we put it anything below S tier, obviously.
Exactly, because it's highbrow comedy for some reason.
For nuclear physicists, yeah, absolutely.
You know, because poopy butt face is high.
Oh, all right. Once Pickle Rick got introduced, I was just like, I think I'm all right.
But he's a fucking pickle, Jack.
Funniest
That
shit
shit's
I've
hilarious.
ever seen. Is that the meme? That's the he turns himself into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Yes, it's the funniest shit, man.
Yeah.
I
Comedy.
damn, I honestly thought we kind of started off on a high note. Fuck.
I know. That's why I was almost like, maybe we should go from bottom to up. But, like, it's all good. We're already here.
Like, so if I'm being honest with myself, I would have to put it A tier because it's like as you said, it's good. It has its moments, but at the same time, though, as me myself, I don't like I don't connect as well with most of the episodes or so as compared to the Boondocks.
Right.
Because yeah, if I put it on S tier, then that means I'm comparing it to like I'm putting it on the level of the Boondocks, and I honestly just don't see it at that level as like comedy or so. It's funny in its own merit, but it's just not there. If I'm being honest with myself, and I'm a fan of what's it called? Dan Harmon's voice. Dan Harmon style of writing. Like one of my favorite shows too, like is Community, which he wrote as well. So, but other than that, though, yeah, I would have to put it as an A tier for me.
Okay, I think
Okay.
I'm like the same boat. What about you, Seku?
So ironically, I actually finished binging Rick and Morty like last week.
Oh wow! All right, so you're
I
you're
got
more qualified than all of us.
Yeah, I just finished season 4. But season 5 is not streaming anywhere for whatever reason. But I have to agree. I enjoyed the first 2 seasons way more than 3 and 4. I just felt like some episodes hit and some episodes were like a miss. Some episodes were more funny, some episodes weren't, and it wasn't consistent like you would get with the Boondocks again.
Yeah,
So,
I would say season 1 and 2 are pretty consistent with the hits or whatever, and then after or around season 3 and 4, like it's all right to have drama in your animated adult show. I mean, BoJack Horseman practically turns into a drama.
We are not talking about that.
Right. I'm just using it as an example. You could have drama and stuff, but I don't know, Rick and Morty's drama toward it just seemed very mean spirited, whereas the earlier seasons it was still mean spirited, but it still had some positive vibes to it. Where I feel like season 3 was very much mean spirited. But yeah, I love the interstellar cable, I think it's called, where they flip through all the different channels and stuff. That's my top favorite, because Orpazar Field is that shit was so fucking funny. Shut the fuck up, John, you milk toast piece of shit. Now give me my fucking enchiladas. What the fuck? And apparently behind the scenes, which I love about this, is Justin Roiland just got really fucking drunk and started pitching random shit, and that's how the Interstellar all those skits are just him going on drunk and rampages. That's the kind of shit I like. And I hate using this, but I think it got too mainstream, and then that's where you saw the decline in writing, because there's a lot of pressure in the writing's room and stuff like that. So they're more trying to appease to everyone. Where I feel like season 1 and 2 wasn't afraid to embrace the really weird shit that made the show really good.
Yeah. No. Surprisingly enough, if I'm trying to think, it is one of their most popular shows of all time, if Adult Swim.
It's probably their most popular, or at least most marketable.
Yeah, exactly. Most marketable, for sure. Most marketable for sure.
Yeah. So would we all agree with A tier?
Yeah, A tier.
Yep, A.
Because those first 2 seasons are very solid, and I haven't watched the whole thing, so I can't really judge. off it. But I mean, they're doing a great job, and again, it's one of the most popular Adult Swim shows. So it's not S tier, but definitely A tier for me. All right, so Robot Chicken. I really love Robot Chicken. However, it is one of the stupidest shows.
It is very fucking stupid.
And I really like it a lot, but like a lot of the episodes are either hit miss. It's kind of like Saturday Night Live, where like 25% of it is good, and then the rest of it is just like, what the fuck was that sketch?
Exactly.
Especially in the later seasons. Like the earlier seasons were really, I don't want to say mostly hits, but like they were pretty good and weren't afraid to go over the edge. Whereas like the more recent seasons, it's just like I love the the darkest sketch or whatever with it's this girl and like she's like, I can't wait for the Tooth Fairy to come, and the Tooth Fairy comes, but like,
oh wait, and it's like the whole
the husband and wife, and then the husband either kills her or beats her to a bloody pulp or whatever.
Yeah, and exactly.
At the very end, like the police just shoot him down, and it's just like this moment of silence, and then a bunch of people come in like, congratulations, you were just on the darkest sketch on American television. Like that shit's funny, and it's very random, so you never have like a constant state of like, oh, this is really funny. Like some of the sketches are not even like 3 seconds, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
right.
You know, I would hesitate. I would put it in like B tier.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Jack on all these cases because they're still going, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
They're still going, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like I'm just not feeling it as I was the early seasons. You know, my philosophy with television shows, or what I believe in, is that, you know, you should only, like, you know, 5, it all depends on what type of show you're making, but like, you know, 5, 7 seasons, like maximum.
5 is the golden standard. Like all the best shows, like Sopranos, 5, 6 seasons. Breaking Bad, 5, 6 seasons. Like that's pretty much the golden standard. Because if it goes on too long, then, you know,
it gets old.
You get Game of Thrones.
And like, and, you know, even from a comedy standpoint too, you know, like, you know, the Boondocks was 3 seasons long.
I feel like a lot of people, like the Rick and Morty fans, are going to be pissed because like we just ignored the last season.
Oh yeah. They're like, these motherfuckers haven't even watched the 5th season yet. Like, who the fuck?
Typical for a 5.0 GPA.
Oh god, like these fucking retards, like, and they will definitely say that. And like these fucking like retards don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't even eat the Szechuan sauce. Like, have they even seen Poopy Face's like background?
God.
Like, but yeah, you know, like, so like Boondocks, you know, Black Dynamite, Eric Andre. I don't know if Eric Andre is going to finish or so. That was probably Eric Andre is probably going to be the one outlier, honestly. Yeah. But like, you know, shows like those, they didn't really go on for so long, and they still, you know, they had a good run.
I feel like Robot Chicken has fallen into the camp of Family Guy and Simpsons, where it's just on because it's just on. You know what I mean? Like, they're just producing seasons because, well, it's Robot Chicken. Kind of like Simpsons. It's like, is Simpsons ever going to end? Probably not.
No.
Probably not.
Even if Matt Groening is good. Matt Groening is probably not going to die. He's honestly a time traveler, 1. And 2, he probably is going to, like, do, like, the Walt Disney thing and, like, leave his head in a cryogenic freezer.
Yeah, I think so. But Seku, what about you with Robot Chicken?
You know, I'm pretty much on the same wavelength as you guys. Right. I mean, I haven't checked out any of the latest seasons, but I do agree. It's like, again, a hit or miss.
It's more like if it's on, I'll watch it kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know. But yeah, all right. If we don't have anything else. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
All right, just go off, King. I know you want to talk about this.
Okay. Part of me really wants to put it in S tier because it's like one of my favorite Adult Swim shows. In fact, it's probably my favorite Adult Swim show. But do I want to put it next to Boondocks is the question. With Aqua Teen, it's very funny in the beginning, and then like I felt like they knew they were kind of overstaying their welcome with the later seasons, so that's when they decided to end it. And unlike Boondocks, Aqua Teen Hunger Force isn't about anything. It's just stupid, random fucking sketches, and sometimes they just ad-lib an entire episode. Like it's but that doesn't stop it from being fucking hilarious because it's with poor kind of voice acting. As in poor voice acting, I mean like really shitty like dialogue and stuff like that. Like main story wise, joke wise, it's fucking hilarious. But like, there's no story with an Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's just whatever happens in the episode. And like just the crappy animation combined just make it fucking hilarious. And like some characters just die in episodes and then they just come back to life and like no one explains anything about that. It's just, but it's so fucking funny. That's the thing. Like the moon. What are they? The moon knights. What the fuck?
Space cadets.
Oh, space cadets. There's fucking
something like that.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite, like, okay, if I'm being honest, like my favorite 2 episodes, because these are the only ones I remember, like, straight to back, are the tree episode.
The tree episode, holy shit. Where he's just peeling the guy's skin.
He's just peeling Carl's fucking skin. It's like, oh, wait a minute, I think I used this one. Oh, wait, no, I think this is the one I can get.
So stupid.
But, yeah, that scene especially, and the one with the dog Banana is like, tonight, you.
Oh yeah, the one where he keeps hitting on Carl, right?
He just starts raping him, and it's like, and I'm just like, yo, what am I? This is one of the episodes I saw when I was like a little kid. I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Oh man.
So I'm just like looking at this. I'm like, what does he mean? It's just,
or the one where they keep getting into a simulator and like a character dies and it's like that was just a simulation. Or the Super Bowl one is really funny where Meatwad gets the Super Bowl tickets and Carl's just trying to talk him up to go to the Super Bowl. Carl's also one of the funniest characters. Like my favorite characters are Shake and Carl in that show because they're just so fucking funny. But yeah, Seku, what about you? Do you have anything? Was Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Did it leave an impression like it left me?
I actually have never seen Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Okay, no, that's fine. It's definitely one of the earlier ones. So if you
it's one of the earlier
you had to like hop on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking at some images of it. And,
no.
Yeah.
You get what I mean, right? When it's
I get
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's very fucking stupid.
But apparently they're making a movie soon.
Oh yeah,
I
forgot about
that.
Yeah. Wasn't they making that alongside a Metalocalypse movie and something else?
Yeah, there was one other, but I can't remember for the life of me.
You know what's funny too? I remember we were talking about this, and I was hyped about the one that wasn't Metalocalypse and Aqua Teen. There was something. I think Venture Brothers. I think it was a Venture Brothers.
I think it
movie.
was because that was just recently canceled, which we'll get into.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the next one up.
Yeah. So Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I wouldn't mind it putting an S tier, but if you want to fight me on that, Marquis, you'll probably win.
To be honest, it's been a while since I've seen like an episode, like at least one episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I want to put it on A.
Okay, that's fair. I will concede.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, damn.
All right, Venture Brothers.
Now for this one, though,
I have not watched, so take it away.
Wait,
Marquis.
really?
Yeah.
Wait, what show?
Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers.
Oh, Venture Brothers. Okay.
Yeah.
Because So I am actually in the process of like watching it through HBO Max because I, as a kid, have seen like random episodes of it, but I wasn't aware at the time that there's like a whole story behind it. So so this one, so I'll admit, like maybe like the first two seasons were like just pretty like um I would say like just rocky, like just they had some payments and shift,
You know,
but then after
that's what I've heard from every single person who ever talked about Venture Brothers. It's like, oh man, the first two seasons are kind of meh, but once you get past that, then it gets really funny.
Yeah.
yeah, because then they start like actually making it into like an actual what's I forgot what the term is for it, but it's like like an actual series that where the episodes kind of relate to one another.
Oh
uh
yeah, serialized, I think. Is that what it's called? Oh no, I don't
Oh,
know. Whatever.
oh,
mhm. But and it starts getting interesting from that point. But yeah, nah. I literally just actually start getting on the third season, so I'm on that wave, and it actually just started getting good. Uh, uh
mm,
but yeah, based on what people are saying though, like I too would put it on A as well.
Okay.
Mainly
Uh
because
oh, sorry, go ahead.
and another thing I like about it too a lot is the references. It does like it does a lot of references from like old time cartoon shows, kind of like how Billy and Mandy did it beforehand. Billy and Mandy, I don't know why that's like my first like
No, yeah,
cartoon
no.
to go
Billy
to.
Mandy was heavily inspired by like Hanna Barbera, and so is Venture Brothers. You could just see within
yeah.
the artwork and stuff like that,
Yeah,
the
nah. So
animation.
like there was like Johnny Quest references,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo
Yeah.
references.
Mhm.
Um, there was a character that was that was very influent, like yeah, like inspired by David Bowie. But I keep getting confused if David Bowie actually played that character or not.
Mhm.
Uh, I want to say no, but a part of me also wants to say yes too because it's David Bowie.
Yeah. So
Um,
what about you, Siku? Have you watched Venture Brothers or no?
I like you haven't seen it, but I have seen those clips where it's the parodies of Scooby Doo and Johnny Bravo. So
Yeah.
yeah,
mm,
yeah,
Yeah, I'll have to give it a watch sometime. I have
yeah, it's
HBO
on
Max, so
Yeah, it
yeah. It looks good.
just came on HBO Max. Yeah, so like I said, the first two seasons are a bit rough, but it catches up after the third.
nice.
Hmm.
All right. Cowboy Bebop's here for some reason. I'm just gonna go ahead and say S tier because it's Cowboy Bebop. It's great. I feel like
Yes.
we don't really need to
Yeah,
explain it
Yeah,
unless you.
yeah. Honestly, Cowboy and Samurai Jack. We really don't have to explain like
yeah.
those two.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, you have you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm interested.
So the first four seasons are great. Like, great animation, great television, stuff like that. And the fifth season, I think the first, I forget how many episodes. I think it's 6 or 8. I think first 4 episodes of the new season was great. It was a more mature Jack, and it was awesome. But that ending was just like, uh like if you
All
haven't
right.
seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but like
Yeah,
it is not stick the landing.
I'm gonna keep it a
Yeah.
buck. I haven't seen the last season.
All right, so I won't say
Okay.
anything.
hmm
Uh, but have you seen the last season, Seeker?
Yep. Yep. I saw it last season.
Are you with me? Are you?
Yeah, I'm with you with that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was yeah, I don't want to say anything to spoil anything. Yeah, it
because you
was
should go
yeah,
watch it, Markeith.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
worth a watch. Because and even what's his face, the dude who voices SpongeBob voices the character.
Oh,
Um,
Tom Kenny.
yeah, Tom Kenny in it. It is actually pretty good.
Mhm.
Um, but besides that last season, Samurai
Yeah.
Jack, really awesome animation, and it's one of those cartoons that isn't afraid to be quiet, which infuriates me when kids today are just like, because my sister was watching it with me, or I just had it on in background, and it was the one episode where not a single piece of dialogue is spoken is when Jack was like a younger kid or something like that.
Yeah,
She's like, this is
Yeah.
really boring, and I'm like, it's not boring. Like, there's actual like cinematography in Samurai Jack, and
Yeah.
it's fucking beautiful, right? And it's not afraid to be quiet, which I love, because Jack isn't this bombastic character. He's a lone samurai. He's very much to himself kind of thing, and it's kind of like a Monkey D. Luffy situation where like it's not so much Jack's character evolves with every single episode. It's like who he interacts with and helps. That's like the world helps build characters, Jack's character kind of thing, which I really appreciate until last season. But yeah, so that last season really, I don't know, like I guess I would put in A or S tier would be my thing. What about you, Seku? Right?
I want to put S tier for the man, I can't say that. For the first for the first 4 seasons. Definitely. Yeah, I put S tier definitely for me.
Yeah, all right. You know what?
Yeah.
Put S tier. There we go.
Yeah.
What, Markeith, did you ever watch it as a kid or watch it at all? Or
I've watched it as a kid.
Yeah.
Like
you should definitely go back and rewatch it. It's like it's not as talked about. Like, everyone loves Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? Like, everyone's like, oh my god, this show is so great. Like, Samurai Jack is up to that level kind of thing.
Well,
Western animation.
Well, you obviously know why. Is Samurai Jack's not? Wait, is it on Netflix?
It's on HBO. It should be, because all the Cartoon Network shows are on there.
All right, I'll check it out then.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Pickles. I fucking hate this show.
Yo, it was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid and edgy, and like I don't get me wrong, I love the fact that Adult Swim just can greenlight anything kind of thing. Like, they're one of the only networks that aren't afraid to like we'll see further down the list, even though I don't like this show. Like, they have a show where like it's just a dude's ass and he's a cop. Like, what other network would do that kind of thing? But with that freedom, you also get stupid shit like this kind of thing. I don't know. It's just very off-putting to me. It's edgy just to be edgy. I would put it in D tier. I'll let y'all fight over it.
Only because of some other stuff on this list, I would put it at C at least. Because I will admit, there were some entertaining moments in Mr. Pickles. Some. Now, was it very stupid? Yes. Like the concept of a dog who happens to be like Satan's dog, or the dog was Satan's, somewhere around those two lines, and like the grandfather only knew, and everyone's like fucking oblivious into it until they get fucking murdered by him.
Yeah.
There was some entertainment value to it, because it's like, hey man, like when you chop someone's head off, you know, that's a shock value right there, and you get something out of it. And there was also a sentimental side to it, because you saw that Mr. Pickles did actually care for his that boy,
Owner,
the fucking the Forrest Gump motherfucker.
No.
Timmy, I think his name was.
Oh, of course it is.
But like, I forgot what it was though. It was either someone was like trying to rape him, or someone was trying to like steal from, something like that. And Mr. Pickles is like, nah, I'm killing you, not for the sake of being evil, but the sake you fucking with my owner. And on top of that though, I kind of liked it when the dog was trying to get with the mom all the time.
Oh,
Like-
no, not Brian from Family Guy. No.
Okay, no, but at least Mr. Pickle was actually making more progress than Brian's bitch ass was. Like a fucking side note, bro. Like Brian's a fucking god awful character. I think he was written for that reason, but like still though.
Yeah. What about you, Seku? Do you have any feelings toward Mr. Pickles?
Any feelings? I was about to say I feel more D range, but Markeith has convinced me of the C range.
Because of those emotional moments? All right.
Yeah, mainly that.
I don't know. It's just, it's very off-putting to me.
hmm Now, how
Yeah.
about Metalocalypse though?
Metalocalypse is very funny. I like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about S tier, but I would go A
Oh
tier
hell,
with
nah,
that.
nah, nah, nah. I would say yeah, between A and B. Like,
Yeah, I maybe a little bit more B if I remember
hmm
correctly. It's been a while since I that was one of those high school shows for me, but
right.
I haven't
Mm.
watched a recent episode since. What about you, Seku? Have you anything for Metalocalypse?
No, I try to remember if I saw this one. I feel like it's a blur for me, but yeah, I don't have an opinion on it really.
Yeah,
Strong
right.
Mm,
opinion, yeah. It's just
yeah,
I mean,
it's
I will say this: the characters are all very fucking funny, and
right.
Mhm.
the music is great if you're a metalhead, which I was in high school, so it was awesome. And I
Okay.
think they're an actual band, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Oh.
Funny enough, I think it's from like uh if I'm not mistaken,
Hmm.
there's a connection in terms of who the people involved from home movies and Metalocalypse.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I'm
you could
not
definitely hear the characters, similar voice
hmm
actors and stuff like that.
Hmm.
hmm
It's just funny the contrast because they're these metal dudes, but like they live very ordinary lives, or like they're very like mundane as
or
characters.
they're not they like they in that world, they're like the biggest fucking thing in the world, literally.
Yeah, no, but I
Like
mean, like when they go to like a grocery store, like they're just like these giant metalheads, but like they're just like, but they're just like, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I remember there was that one episode where they tried they tried what's it called?
Hmm.
Living like as their own, or no, like living like as normal people. So they switched places with a cover band
Yeah.
of theirs,
Oh yeah, I
and
remember that.
they they lived off of like beer tickets and shit.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then they're like,
So
and then they're like,
what would you put it as, Markeith? I'm leaning a little bit toward B because I don't,
yeah,
you know, it hasn't really stuck with me, kind of thing. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch some episodes, but
yeah, yeah. I'm going with B on this one as well. That was my initial part.
has anyone seen Squidbillies? I've never seen Squidbillies.
I've only seen like
Squidbillies.
clips. No, not even clips. Like episodes as a little kid, and it it was all right.
Yeah.
I honestly just put it. I don't know because it's been a while since I've seen it. There was no storyline to it as last time I checked.
What about UCQ? Are you are you a strong advocate towards Squidbillies?
No, I'm not.
All right, well, I'll just put that in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Home Movies
Squidbillies.
is great. It's one of the first lineups in
Yes.
Adult Swim, and like I love these types of, like, everyone gives like kind of credit to Justin Roiland, and he's great. You know, when he's doing the Rick and Morty and he's ad libbing and stuff like that. But like this show is mostly ad libbing, like, and it's
Mhm.
just like you could like kind of hear like they're stumbling. They're like, well, I don't really agree with that, and then the other voice actor just has to feed through it. So like for example, there one of the earlier episodes, like the the kid and the mom, they're like going through the drive-thru. He's
Brendan.
like, yeah, Brendan, he's like, mom, can I get a large fry? And she's like, you know, you never finished that large fry, Brendan. I'm not gonna give it to you. He's like, mom, don't be a bitch. Come on. And she's like, what did you just call me? And he was like, I'm sorry, mom. I just saw it in a movie. We're gonna talk about this when and they're just talking over each other, so you could totally tell it's completely ad libbed. To that at the very end, he's like, oh, mom, you know, it's strange. I can't finish this. I can't finish these large fries. So he put up that whole fight, and like, you know,
Mhm.
and it's just a bunch of other stuff like that. And it's got Archer as the main voice actor for Archer. He plays the coach, and the coach is so
Yeah.
fucking funny. Brendan, don't fuck up this date with me and your mom. I really like your mom, and he's like, yeah,
Why am I
yeah.
blanking on his fucking name right now? It's pissing me off
And
because
Brandon just goes, yeah, dad, oh man, I can't wait for you to be my dad. He's like, Brandon, stop.
Mhm.
So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
John C. Benjamin, something like that.
yeah.
Fuck.
He also does Bob's Burgers. He's the main voice actor in
Yes.
Bob's
Oh,
Burgers. Eddie, you guys have home movies. I really like home movies. I would put it like
Oh, H. John Benjamin. That's what it is.
yeah.
Okay.
I would put it like A or B probably.
Yeah. Again, I haven't seen it for a while, but I would as well put it like A, B.
What about you?
Don't know
Seku?
exactly, but yeah.
no. Yeah, I've seen a few episodes of it. Definitely A or B for me.
Yeah. All right, now we have to choose A or B. I think because we're so in between about it, I think sticking it in B is probably safer. You know what I mean? Because like with the A's, we're just like, it's not quite S tier, but it's pretty close to A. Whereas like home movies isn't really close to S tier. You know what I mean? It's definitely in that range of A and B. So I'm gonna put it in B. Hopefully that's not controversial. Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Oh, I love this show. It's so dumb. Shut the fuck up, you chicken McPiece nobody. Like, it's just the stupidest. Like, so basically what they did with this show is like, because Cartoon Network had the rights to Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and they just chose Space Ghost Coast to Coast, and it was, they barely had a budget for it, so they just like stole or borrow animation cells from those old TV shows and just reused them to do like really stupid shit, and they would get celebrity. It was
That explains
it's
a lot
basically
about Harvey Birdman.
yeah, and it if you like Eric Andre, this is like what Eric Andre kind of drew his inspiration from. You could definitely see within Space Ghost Coast to Coast, like he's constantly insulting the guests, or he's saying some stupid shit, and the guests are saying some stupid shit. And it's just really, really funny. It is definitely old school Adult Swim, though. And the show can feel very samey. That's the only real criticism I have of it. So I would put it in A tier. But let me know what y'all think.
So I only seen like I'm not even going front, like probably like 5-6 clips maybe at max. I haven't seen like a full episode of it, at least when I was conscious. So so I have no say about this show, unfortunately. But if it's on HBO Max, I'll put that on my list as well.
Yeah. What about you, Siku?
I unfortunately am on the same plane.
All
with
right,
that.
A tier, baby. Eric Andre.
S tier.
S tier.
Like,
All right.
yo, there is no argument here, man. Like, this show, holy fucking shit. Like, 5 fucking seasons of fucking stupidity, and it works.
But
like,
it's like abstract comedy kind of, or that kind of thing, because it's stupid, but it's also commentating on like how talk shows are today, because talk shows are very fake. If everyone doesn't know, basically before the show starts, the host just goes through the questions with them and they prove yes or no, and they're always there to promote something or whatever. So Eric Andre took that and he said, I want to make the worst talk show of all time, and he did it. He did it to great, like, just the pure, oh my god, the what's her face, the blonde girl, where he pukes on the desk and then he eats it back up, and she's just like, oh, it's just
is that the one with Jeanette McCurdy? Or...
No. The one with Jeff McCurney is when he's all up
oh my god, yeah, I'm okay.
And he's like, I need you. It's very important for my career. And you could just see her skin crawling.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's piggybacking off of what you said about how it just kind of is a parody of talk shows and just mocking it. It the way how they just make most of the guests feel uncomfortable, and I say most of the guests because some of them are actually pretty fucking chill with it. I remember in the interview they were talking about how they would have to get so. For anyone that hasn't seen the Eric Andre show, usually if you saw the one episode, the guest, you'll see like I think 3 minutes or of like an interview. You're only seeing like literally about 10% of it, or even 1%, because
so they record a whole hour of an interview, and they only choose the small, like, 2 to 3 minutes of material and draw from that hour. So, like, it's an hour's worth of content, but they just choose the best, like, 3 minutes of it. Like, it's insane. Like, the editors must want to kill themselves by the end of the night.
And the kicker about it too is that they, in that hour, they fucking heat the fucking room up to like 80 degrees or so.
Yeah.
So if you look closely, if you see the cuts, 1 minute they're like, okay, they're fine and perfect, and the next minute they're like just sweating their fucking balls off.
Well, that's again, that's the meta of it. Is like, you know, the host's job is to make the guests as comfortable as possible, and Eric Andre is trying to make the guests as least comfortable as possible. And even with the baggage of this new season, where like he's definitely become more mainstream than he was through season 1, and even in season 4 he was a little bit more mainstream. He was definitely more mainstream in the 5th season. He still surprised guests somehow, like, because he's mentioned in interviews it's getting harder and harder to do the show because more people are recognizing it, and part of the fun of the show is like they do some vague things about what the show's about to their agents or whatever, like, oh yeah, you know, it's just a normal interview, and then when they get in with the guest gets in, they don't expect anything what's going on. Now, you know, you could kind of expect what's going on, although, you know, some of them are still left surprised, but it's definitely harder. But what about you, Seku? Since you said you kind of started off with Eric Andre, what really gripped you about it?
Yeah. So the first clip I saw of Eric Andre was actually one of the street skits. It was one where they were what was it? I don't remember what it was, but the line they were saying was "turn that poop into wine," and that just, I was like, yo, I have to watch this more.
Or the ranch.
Yeah, ranch, yeah. Yeah, but then all these other characters are also just in this show that just...
Hannibal is like the perfect formula to him, because he plays like the straight man, and then I heard like Eric Andre says a joke, and then Hannibal just said, "I just told you, I thought that shit wasn't funny." Or the one with the freeze frame where he kicks T-Pain in the face.
Yeah,
and then just freeze it on there. Like,
it was Flavor
Flav. Or not
Flav.
Flavor Flav. Or the T.I. one with the zombie or whatever, and you could just... he's just getting pissed more and more. I love it when the guests get, like, really fucking angry.
I think one of my favorite interviews was probably the Sinbad one, where they just have the wheel just spinning on for eternity, and then Sinbad just stops it himself. He's like, "North Korea, I'll just go to North Korea." And Sinbad, the comedian, is like, "I am having a very unpleasant time here. Just let me leave, please."
One of my favorite facts about the Eric Andre, and then we'll wrap this up, is so they had Jimmy Kimmel on, which, you know, he's a talk show host or whatever, and he's sitting there on the chair, and he's like, "I feel something like tickling my taint. Like, is that normal or whatever?" And like, it kept doing it, and then it's revealed. Eric Andre said, "Yeah, so we had an episode where we had one of our interns tickle Jimmy Kimmel's taint." So we were like, well, how can we do that without, like, getting the absolute shit suit out of us? And we realized that his son was working on the set. So we had his son tickling his taint. So that's the way we got around it. And it's just like, that's so dumb, but it works.
It works.
With the
very foul,
like, what,
but it
you're
works.
Gonna sue your son? Like, you know. But yeah, so Eric Andre definitely belongs in S tier. If they don't come out with another season, I'm fine with it. But obviously, I want more Eric Andre. Off the Air, I've never seen this.
I'm not gonna front. So that's I don't know.
Beautiful. Loiter Squad.
Now,
Loiter Squad is good, but it's got some hits and misses.
Look here, as I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be really biased here because I am a huge Tyler the Creator stan.
Right. I know you were gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a huge Tyler the Creator stan. I did see Loiter Squad episodes. I forgot what season it was when Earl Sweatshirt was in it, but I don't know if it was multiple
I
seasons.
was sucking my daddy's dick since I was 5 years old.
Yeah. But the season when Earl was introduced, or when they started introducing Earl in it, like that's when it got like 10 times better for me at least. But even
the one with what's the rapper? Ariana killed him.
Okay. Calm down.
I'm kidding.
Calm down. Mac Miller.
Mac Miller. Yeah.
How are you gonna say some shit like that, but you don't even remember the man's name?
He's got a phobia of what was it, milk or soda or whatever?
I know what you're talking about. I forgot the phobia, and they're like, let's bring that in now.
Like that was.
But
great. What
okay.
What about you, Seku? Did you watch Loiter Squad or?
No, I have not seen Loiter.
It's pretty good. It's like basically a prank show. Like one of my favorites is like they're just two dudes standing in front of some store with like suits on, and they're just commentating on the people.
Oh yeah,
walking,
like sports anchors.
Yeah, but they're unaware that like they're talking about the people. So like the people are like, "Are you talking about me?" And they're just like carrying on with the conversation or whatever. It's like a B for me. I feel
it's an A for me. Like, and honestly, I'm just playing it safe here. Like, it's an A for me because like I said, when Earl Sweatshirt got in the game, it got 10 times better, and I even still think the season before it was already like it was decent. Okay, because we have the one meme where it's it smell like bitch in, or the scare straight smell like bitch in here, like I was sucking my daddy's dick. And then you also have the sports anchor one where he was a co-sports anchor in that prank. You have the funeral skits where he was like this man had my Moesha DVD and he had it for $10. He still owes me that money. Where my money, nigga? Where my money, nigga? Just slapping the fuck out of him. And then they had the one prank where Tyler's a manager, and like fucking Tyler didn't even know about it. Where they were like in a board meeting of like I forgot, it was like a sexual harassment prevention meeting, and it just ended up fucking sexually harassing all of them as a prank, which now kind of saying it out loud, this kind of sounds fucked up, but it's funny.
I'll put it at A. There's a couple of funny sketches in there. Black Dynamite.
S tier. I'm gonna keep it buck. It's S tier. Like
Seeker.
Yep.
S tier.
Have y'all seen it?
I've seen it, but I haven't seen the whole thing, so I don't know if I can justify putting it in S tier. I've seen the Michael Jackson episode, which is fucking hilarious. Like, that shit is too fucking funny.
Yes, so that's basically most of Black Dynamite is they get these fucking... So it's set in the 70s, right? And they played so well where it's like they do 70s references, but they also play it into how it could be referred to today. So the Michael Jackson episode is a great example. Another good example is the OJ episode.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah.
So if people don't know at the time, OJ, before he was a murderer, he was a NFL star.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows who OJ Simpson is if they're watching it.
They know OJ the murderer, but did they know OJ the NFL star, the first running back to run for 2,000 yards, NFL MVP for the Buffalo Bills? Like, that man, like, okay, he could stab, but he could run too. Okay, so
damn.
So, anyways, since Black Dynamite was based in the 70s, they had OJ as like, yo, look at OJ, man. He's like America's hero. He's the perfect human being. And like later in episode, it's like, what's it called? OJ's supposed to go to the moon, but Black Dynamite takes his place because OJ chickens out, and then so OJ takes Black Dynamite's place as a caretaker for the orphanage, which is a whore house mixed with orphanage, the orphanage, and OJ starts showing his fucking stabbing or like murderous tensions. It's like stabbing a fucking turkey leg, about to like kill fucking kids and shit. About to, but Black Dynamite stops him. Another example is how I forgot what the premise was, but this was like a B story where like the orphans are like by themselves and they're being chased by like John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like it's like a mixture. It's like a mixture of like Home Alone and like but with John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
But also, mind you, they're like also black, so they just kind of like straight up kill him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, but not saying they would kill him because he was black. But regardless, they play their references well, and it's very entertaining. It's like it's like the Boondocks, but stupider. But it makes sense.
Okay. What about Tim and Eric?
Weirdest fucking show I've ever seen in my life.
It's so weird, but I love it. I mean,
Like-
it's not S tier. I think it's like B tier, but it's so stupid. Like, I don't even know how to describe it really. Like besides B tier.
Honestly, no, I will argue for A tier because it's like, in a sense, it's like Eric Andre said, like that abstract humor where
Or with what's his face? The Step Brothers guy. Where he's
John C. Reilly.
He's playing the astrology guy or whatever, and he's just going.
Yes, Stephen Brule.
Yeah, space.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just so stupid. Yeah, I'll bump it up to A tier.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just abstract humor.
What about you, Seku? Where you ever watched Tim and Eric?
That one I have not.
Yeah,
seen.
that one's definitely like that was like one of the first Adult Swim shows. Like that was way back.
I'll check it out then.
I have not seen Bird Girl.
Bird Girl is basically a reboot of Harvey Birdman.
Yeah.
I've only saw one episode of it, and I was not like, I wanted to be for it because it looked good, but at the same time,
would it be safe to put it in? I don't know.
It's safe to put in. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Only because it's like. Because the next one coming up, Harvey Birdman, it was just a reboot of Harvey Birdman, and obviously it's like focusing more on Bird Girl, who was in Harvey Birdman as well. But yeah, that's just my take on it.
Really like. I like Harvey Birdman turning it law. Like
yes,
it's so stupid. It's the same type of animation styles as Space Coast to Coast. I think those two were the first two episodes to premiere on on Adult Swim. First it was Space Ghost, then it was Harvey. Or no, I think C Lab might have been first actually.
No. It was like that group of like Space Ghost, Harvey, C Lab.
Yeah, those were like, and they're
home movies.
They're just the granddaddies basically of everything.
Exactly. They're the OGs.
I would put this A tier. Only because I don't think it's above Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Well, I mean, I haven't seen Space Ghost, but I agree for the A tier listing though. Like it is really good, but I will admit there were some like minor misses. Minor.
Yeah. What about you, Seku? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
We're getting at the end of the list where like a lot of these are like, I don't know kind of thing. Black Jesus. I haven't seen it all, but it's pretty funny.
It is another Aaron McGruder show. I've only seen the first.
I feel like this one doesn't stick the landing like Boondocks does.
No, it doesn't. I've only seen the first season. I know there's a second season. The first season was okay. It had its moments from time to time. What's it called? But great acting performances from like Charlie Murphy, John Witherspoon. They are in the show. I don't know the actor's name who plays Black Jesus, if I'm being honest with myself. But yeah, nah, it's a decent show to say the least.
So, would you put a B or C?
I will put a B.
Okay. Fair enough. Mike Tyson's Mysteries. This is great, and rest in peace, Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
Him as the pigeon, just so fucking funny. When
I-
there's a kid in in one of the episodes, there's a kid at a doctor's office. He's like, you know that thing that you do when you jerk off? That's weird, and nobody else does it. It's just you. You're the only one who does it. And he's always hitting on girls, but he's a fucking pigeon. It's so dumb. And Mike Tyson, this show, like when you first look at it, seems really stupid and not funny. Like if you were just look at the poster or whatever, like why the fuck, who's making the show and why, kind of thing. But then you actually watch the show, it's actually really fucking funny. Ghost guy is hilarious. Forgetting who.
Like the marquee boxing. I like the ghost is actually, I think it's supposed to be like the grandfather or like the first boxer or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Mike Tyson's daughter, who's surprisingly Asian.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple episodes there and there, but my favorite clip from it is Norm Macdonald like just coming to the realization of like, do you know who we're like, we're like messing with? We're messing with Mike Tyson, all right? Like just one punch from him and we're fucking dead. It's like I think if verbatim, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, sometimes I forget, man, like that's Mike fucking Tyson.
Yeah. It's just in that Norm Macdonald type of way, but he's still a little
right.
Like, that's Mike fucking Tyson. What about you, Seku? You got any relationship with Mike Tyson Mysteries?
I haven't sat down and saw a full episode, but I have seen like clips here and there from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really funny. I would put it B tier though. I don't think it's up at A tier, but it's still very fun. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, Norm Macdonald kind of carries that show for me.
I mean, yes, and no, because there was some time where Mike Tyson was like just legitimately funny, like that stupid humor that kind of works, that contradicts like Norm's like witty type of comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all right.
That's my take.
Moral Orel, I fucking love
god, man.
Moral Orel. It's there has it like it's such. Just get out of the way. Last season is just a drama at that point. Like it's not even a comedy anymore. It's just pure drama. And it's short. It's concise, and like the camping episode is just intense, but also really funny at the same time. And it's just like huge commentary. And it was really progressive at the time because they had an openly lesbian character in there. And like it's just a huge kind of fuck you to the nuclear family and like the George Bush administration. Like that's all it was centered around pretty much. And it does such a brilliant job at that I'm willing to overlook the last season just being pure drama. And that's a case where like the drama is actually interesting, and like that's not a complaint. Like they do the drama fantastically. Like you actually feel and care for these characters and stuff like that. It's probably the most underrated Adult Swim show because it came out so early, and surrounding it was Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Space Ghost. So like it kind of got overshadowed with that when it was trying to tell a serious story with jabs at like the Bush administration and stuff like that. So for me, I would put it in S tier because it's really fucking good and it has such a poignant and great message that still hits today, honestly. However, do not make another season of this. Do not reboot it. It's perfect as it is. What I want most is just a cult following, basically. Or acknowledgement.
I have only seen episodes of it, like loose episodes, and so I was kind of like set back a bit when I see like this one episode, like it's like pure comedy and like it has like its innocent child type, but going into some fucked up shit type humor, into like some drama fucked up shit where it's like Shaky's like not the real kid, like not his father or some shit, and then like it's just like, oh, I want a divorce. I'm like, what the is this?
Yeah.
What?
You think what's their names from Rick and Morty? The parents have a bad marriage. Holy
Oh
fucking shit! You haven't even seen.
no. Like I said, I only
But
seen
like
clips of it, and
it's also a commentary. That relationship is a commentary of like just sticking to someone because of your religion, because God says you're married, so you have to just be together. And like they should not be together at all. They don't cope well with each
yeah,
other. And she's the mother's just stuck with the the 50s housewife who like doesn't work. All she does is clean and cook or whatever, and she's like fucking super depressed over it, but like pushes that down kind of stuff. Like it's such a great show, and I'm making it like it's a misery fest, but honestly the first 2 seasons are very funny. Like it's that perfect balance, and then season 3 they're just like, we're gonna get canceled, we already know we're gonna get canceled after this season, so fuck it, we're just gonna go out and like wrap all this shit up, and they actually do it very well. So I would put it in S tier. If anyone wants to fight me, I'll kill you.
I don't have any qualms with it. So yeah, you go do you, King.
What about you,
Yeah.
Seku?
I mean, I haven't seen it.
All right.
But yeah, I've seen a few clips here and there. So
Damn, we're gonna S heavy, but I feel like all these shows kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
All right, the ass cheek one. D. I only seen a
Yeah,
few episodes, but it's really stupid, and I don't want to
No,
talk about it.
like it's very fucking stupid. Yeah.
I don't know what this one is. That one kind of looks like
China, Illinois. I've seen episodes. I honestly put that at like maybe between B and C. It has that stupid type of humor. It is like that stupid humor, but it just worked.
Well, I haven't
Like the
seen it, so I don't know.
yeah, and like I it's been a while since I saw it, but I just remember having a good time watching it.
Yeah.
And I think this was like around high school time, like early high school. I was watching it,
Yeah.
and all I remember was just having a good time with like what's it called? One of the characters, his name was like Frank, and he was just a whiny bitch all the time. But like the voice acting in it just like it just made it very comedic.
Okay. What about
That's my
you, Siku? Have you seen?
I have never heard of this show.
All right. Can we put it in C?
Yeah, we could put C is fine.
All right. Your pretty face, your pretty face is going to hell. This show is really funny. I haven't seen all of it. I've only seen bits and clips, so I'm not comfortable with putting it above B unless anyone else has a strong opinion about it. But for what I've seen, it's pretty funny.
I haven't seen it, so yeah, I don't have anything to say about it.
Beautiful.
Second.
C-Lab 2021. This one is one of the OGs. It's funny, but it's not as funny as Space Ghost or Birdman.
I have to. So, and this is mainly more so for like the early seasons, like in some of the episodes, because I just started like rewatching it like 2 months ago or so, and like looking back at it, they were, especially for the early seasons, there were like a few misses, like they were packing up a bit, if I'm being honest with myself. Like, but when there were good shows, when there were good episodes, there were some good episodes. Like I forgot the guy's name, but he, there was a like a time travel episode, where like the C Lab kept blowing up, and and Quinn and his partner, like I keep forgetting his name, they had to keep fucking saving it, but they kept like going through fucking obstacles, so like each fucking counterpart was like, yo, we gotta do this, no, we gotta do that, we gotta do this, and then it's like it just fucking create a time paradox.
I would put it I don't know, I would put it B.
Yeah, I'm playing it safe, but I'm putting it B as well.
Yeah. What about you, Sika? Have you seen it?
No.
No, that's right. I haven't seen the Bark Show or Frisky Dingo. Has anyone seen those?
I've seen
Bark
Frisky
Show.
Dingo. Funny enough, same writers that wrote C Lab, and so like Adam Reed and oh my god, I'm blanking on any of the guys' name. I think it's like Matt Thompson, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
But mainly like Adam Reed and Matt Thompson, if that's his name. I apologize if I fuck it up. But yeah, they both wrote like they were together with C Lab 2021,
Is
Frisky
it
Dingo.
is it any good?
I'm getting to that, and Archer. Like so, but funny enough, yes, I do like Frisky Dingo more than C Lab 2021.
Hmm.
It was only 2 seasons compared to C Lab's, I want to say 5 seasons.
Yeah, something like that.
Uh, um, but I'm only saying this from the standpoint of where Archer is right now
Hmm.
because out of those 3 shows, I Archer's miles ahead.
Right.
In my opinion, I know Archer's not an Adult Swim show, but it might as well be because like it came like
During the same time.
the yeah these two walked so Archer could run. Um, like
Yeah.
that's
So
basically it
what
because
would you put Frisky Dingo as then?
I if it says if C Lab is a 2B, I would have to put at B still, but it's like a higher
But
B
it's
than was
okay.
it's yeah, it's better than C Lab. Like literally, legitimately, like C Lab, then Frisky Dingo, then Archer. Like they
Yeah.
kept getting
By the way, none of these are in order, just so the audience knows. I'm not gonna
yeah.
go through the hassle.
But
Just
yeah,
know
nah.
they're in the same tier. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
Um,
nah.
all right. Has anyone seen the Bark Show? I don't even know what that is.
I know of it. I haven't seen it.
All right.
Nada.
I don't know. All right. Last three.
Yeah.
I don't like Laser Wolf.
I was
I
so
don't find it
fucking
funny.
disappointed with this.
All right.
Man.
Thank God. I was really worried you were gonna like push back on me. I'm like Markeith. It's just
No,
not
no,
funny.
I was so disappointed with this man because like told me Vince Staples is in it.
Mhm.
You tell me the fucking Carl Winslow
Yeah.
like yeah the Family Matters father is in it
Mhm.
and all this shit and I'm like yo I'm actually kind of hyped for this like you know
And then
but
it's just none of the jokes land. And it's just like what? Like it's
like
almost like a failed version of Aqua Team Hunger Force. Kind
it
of.
is
Like
like
where it's like where Aqua Teen Hunger Force is completely random and stupid and like there's no story to it at all. But the comedy is just like it breaks that barrier. It just that's why it belongs in A tier. Whereas Laser Wolf has that same situation, but the comedy is just not there, kind of thing.
like honestly man you should just fucking give a show to Denzel like
Yeah,
fucking
I'm gonna just put it in B.
I like Vince Staples and Vince Staples is a funny guy but that show was
He
not it
is. He's very funny.
mm-hmm
12 House 12 House amounts D.
I don't remember it that much but that was just
It's fucking stupid. It's the same situation. It's trying to be Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but like it doesn't land. What about you, Seku? You see it or
No, no, I never heard of it.
All right, last one, the Jellies. This is like a C for me. I love Tyler the Creator. I love everything he does, but like this, I don't know.
now I haven't seen the Jellies but since it is from Tyler the Creator I'm gonna give it an SM stop
Shut the fuck up. All right, so it's C. So you just answered your question.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I think this is a healthy tier list. Actually, you know,
No, it's not. Rick and Morty's not S tier. We're gonna get killed. You think we're gonna get canceled? No, we're gonna die.
From the 5 people who've seen this, fuck you, Rick and Morty fans. You're so cancerous. Fuck you. Like honestly, like
Don't fucking
no,
pressure.
no,
Don't
fuck them. Actually, fuck them, because they are shitty. Their fan base.
He
is
said
shitty,
it, not me.
and
He said it, not me.
Hey,
Don't kill me.
I'm
It's a
sorry you're
hate
still
crime.
living in your mom's basement and she's cooking you some chicken nuggets while you're on the incel forums. But you know what? How about you just go fuck yourself? Actually, do the world a favor and just you know what? I'm not gonna.
I kind of still live with my mom, so that's kind of also a jab at me.
But you're
Shit.
not an incel, so you're fine.
Yes, true.
I still live
That's
with
true.
my mom too. So does Seku. Hey, listen, the housing market is not good right now. All right. The point is, if
That's
you're
why
mad,
we're going
fuck
for
it.
the apartment market.
It's in the A tier. It's above all these other shows, basically. Like, be grateful for that, you fucking assholes. God, you know
We're
what?
gonna die.
You know what?
No.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I fucked it up. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Ah.
Oh my gosh.
I can fix this.
Can you?
Wait, hold on. I'm almost there.
There you go. There you go. Now
There we
you,
go. All
okay.
right. Okay, what I meant to do was I wrote below. God damn it. This bit is going on too long. Gold wreck sucks. There we go. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Alright. That's better. Alrighty. So this hasn't been the Adult Swim tier list. Thank you guys so much.
We're gonna die.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I have Sister Sheep. Me and Markeith are actually coming out with a new podcast on a separate channel called the We Didn't Ask for This podcast. Hopefully that episode should be coming. I'm not going to put a date on it, but just know that it's coming soon. And I would say I'm working on videos, but then I hear my voice or I look at the footage that I took and I said, wow, I really hate how I look here. I'm just going to scrap the whole thing.
That's a sexy
I've
man,
done
no
it
homo.
like 5 times already. I'm doing this video on the original big 3 of the anime. So like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece and their cultural impact and all that fun and jazz. And I filmed this video like 5 times, and I hate how I look each time. So, you know what? I don't know when it's coming up. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Fuck you. So that's my plug-in.
We're doing plug-in, so I goes off.
Let's go, Seku, since you're our guest.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, thanks for having me, guys. For doing this tier list and stuff.
Yeah.
I just do anime stuff on my channel. Yeah.
Yeah, you've actually been doing.
Yeah.
I've been watching the you're doing When They Cry. I always forget the.
Oh yeah. Umineko.
Yeah. Higurashi, is that it? Something like that. No, but you know what I mean.
I know you're talking
the
about.
light novel stuff, and it's actually pretty entertaining. Make sure to check that out. And all his anime reactions and stuff like that. And Markeith.
Yeah, so
I do music. I'm so cool.
I mean, if I got shit on music, Marquis Black, so I honestly got nothing else to plug, to be honest. So it's like,
well, then that makes this the end of the video.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good time.